Oh man, what a beautiful day we have on our hands today. And luckily, Kara was able to walk out the door and see this eagle in the trees at the bottom of my driveway. She came in and told me about it. I was able to get out there and get my camera set up and get some pretty good pictures with my camera of that eagle. And I am really grateful that she did happen to see this eagle and that I was able to get some video, because with the weather that we had last week, I didn't get very much filming in, and most of the stuff I filmed, I was really disappointed in what I captured, and I didn't figure it was good enough for any type of video. So I'm really glad this eagle popped up for me, because people really do love seeing eagles. I know I do. So Keone's jealous. Yep, last week it just pretty much snowed every morning. I didn't get any of the parking lot cleaned up or anything. I've been feeling under the weather anyway, so I didn't really have the energy to do parking lot cleanup. So maybe that was a blessing in disguise, because I'm starting to feel better now. So hopefully I'll be able to get some more parking lot cleaned up this coming week. It just depends upon how much longer the cleaning company that's going to come and sweep the parking lot with actual machines. It just depends upon how much longer before they show up. And I did look at the weather on my phone to see what next week holds in store. I usually don't worry about doing that, or don't bother doing that, because there's so many little microclimates right where I live. The temperatures can vary so much in just a few miles. Like, it'll be, say, 25 degrees at my house, and not even 15 miles away, when I'm at work, that temperature can be up to 10 degrees difference just in temperature. And then if you go 20 miles over, 30 miles to 20, 25 miles over to the Palmer area, it can be wildly different in temperature over there. We'll get an inch of snow here at my house, and over in Palmer they'll get 6 inches of snow, or vice versa. So I usually don't even bother worrying about the weather forecast. I just look out my window and decide what I'm going to do that day. But since I'm trying to plan my week a little bit more, whether I'm going to collect gravel this week or not, and what tools I need to throw into my truck and everything, do I want to put the buckets back in? I did look at it, and I am going to throw the buckets back in my truck. And if it so happens that they haven't cleaned the parking lot, I hopefully will be doing at least one more round of collecting gravel at work. So, but other than that, like last week, it just snowed. It was snowing in the morning, and so much more, the snow would melt off in the afternoon, but there's so much water mixed in with the gravel, and even when you're sweeping it kind of it doesn't separate very easily. And it was cold. Like I said, I wasn't feeling good, so I just decided I was going to skip getting gravel last week, hoping that I'd feel better the next day and I could get gravel. But it seemed like my cold just kept holding on and actually getting worse. I finally feel like it broke yesterday, feeling a lot better today, so I have high hopes for my week ahead. So on to a little bit better topic. I do have quite a few mature cottonwoods on my property, at the lower part of my property, and every so often I will get an eagle that perches up in them, and they're looking for food to find. They will look at my chickens for a while, and I've actually had one that swooped down to try to get to my chickens, and because of the netting that I have over the top of it, it saved my chickens, no problem. We have had a eagle swoop down, or maybe it was a goshawk. We had something swoop down to grab one of my chickens, and because it was a banty chicken, it had the big bushy tail, the tail feathers, and it grabbed those feathers without actually grabbing the chicken, ripped all of the feathers out, but it didn't actually get my chicken. The chicken ran in, and it would not come out of the chicken coop for about 2 weeks. It stayed in that chicken coop. It would not come out. So scared the living dickens out of that poor little chicken. The poor chicken just had a few feathers left in her bun after that until her next molt. And she was the funniest looking naked chicken ever. And that just happened to be when they were out of their coop, out of their fenced area, just free ranging and in the driveway. And that eagle, we're pretty sure it was an eagle. It was trying to take advantage of that vulnerability that we have. And that's one of the reasons why we really like to be out with our chickens when they're free ranging. We don't just leave them out all the time to come and go as they please. We usually like to be out and around them. That helps keep the predator birds away. We really like to have the dogs surround them too. That gives the dogs outdoor time. And Keone's really good at noticing birds. She watches for birds in the sky, and she'll give out little huffs of, not real barking, but just little huffs of a bark to let us know that there's a bird in the sky. It's really cool how she picked up on that's what we were watching for, and she does a great job. She's a very good guardian dog for our chickens. Especially since she doesn't have any formal training. She just realized what we were doing and picked up on it really cool. All of the little stories that pop into one's head just from the sighting of one single eagle. There's lots of other stories I could tell you about, but that was the one that really stood out today. This eagle's about ready to take off. Nope, there it goes. I'm going to leave it for just a few extra seconds because as soon as it took off, it decided to start talking. Sorry about the sunglasses, but it is just so bright out here. My eyes are not used to it. So I'd be squinting, my eyes would be shut. So it'd be better for me to wear these sunglasses. But I really hope you enjoyed the eagle, my little talk. Hopefully the snow will slowly melt away and it won't all go in a rush, because then it just makes for really, really muddy roads and really muddy walking around. Poor Keone, she's really upset with how much mud's already on the ground. She does not like walking in the mud. She doesn't like playing in the mud. She loves the snow, or she loves the hard, dry ground. But that's just gonna about do it for today. I just want to thank you for watching this edition of Not So Remote Alaska. And until next time, may God bless and keep each and every one of you. And with that, I am out.